My defining moment as a coach was when I finally decided to hang up the skates. From a coaching perspective, I was always a coach and a university hockey player, but when I decided, or I stopped playing hockey, it kind of made it more real. My passion for coaching just basically comes from the love of the game and seeing the kids have those role models and grow up into the new role models.
When you see somebody come up against a challenge that they work on for a long time, and then they're able to overcome that challenge and set a personal best or win a medal, to me that's inspirational. That gives me the passion to keep going. And
you work with them on improving their technique, improving their fitness, and then they get to the start line and they cross the finish line and they just look at you and just said, I got it, I did it.
Especially coaching young athletes, the effect that you can have on a young person and on their outlook and their lifestyle.
There's not too many opportunities out there, and a lot of those athletes, once I get their attention, they're really into it. It's their life.
Knowing when they're upset, knowing how far to push them, when I have to lay off, wanting them to be good people before I want them to be good athletes and learn those lessons in life.
It's kind of a gift to be able to help other people learn those lessons and also help them move forward and realize their own dreams, whether they're in sport or whether they're in something else, but help them get the skills that they can to pursue what they want to pursue.
As a coach, as you're younger, it's a lot easier to relate to the athletes you're coming out of the sport that you're coaching. So for me, it was much easier, but as I get older and I have my own children, it's a new generation and it's sometimes difficult to learn how to relate to the younger kids. So that's something that you have to work on and really try to focus on learning their needs and how they may be different from when you're in the sport.
Youth go off to they have their teachers and they learn the academics, and it's the coaches that really ask of the athletes to apply what they've learned academically. And sometimes a coach has more contact with an individual than their teachers do.
My advice to a new coach would be to just jump in there and love every moment of it.
Support for Sport has definitely helped me out specifically. In order to be in the high performance coaching stream, you do need high performance levels, which are offered to me through Hockey Canada. So it just gave me the opportunity to take my coaching to the next level, which is something that maybe I wouldn't have been able to do on my own.
Support for Sport has been a fantastic help for me in my upgrades for my certification, because they're very expensive to fly back and forth across Canada, which is the only way I can do that. And then with that, I can elevate the quality of the provincial program, and without Support for Sport, that would not have been possible.
So Support for Sport has allowed for my position to be here in Nova Scotia, that with the creation of the Oval, it opened up an opportunity that there could be training, there could be athlete development in Nova Scotia, but without a coach, it wouldn't go very far. So with Support for Sport funding, Canadian Sports Centre has been able to have a full-time long track coach working with athletes that has taken them from 2 years ago where they weren't going to national championships to where they now are going to national championships and winning medals. So it provides that new opportunity for athletes.
Support for Sport has been, like I said, tremendous to the athletes and some of the other coaches that are hired through Support for Sport, for sure, and especially on a regional level. I think right now on a national team level we have a lot of support because of OTP, but to get to that national team level we need coaches who are working on a regional level, and that's where Support for Sport really has been tremendous, and I think that's where
As I moved into coaching, the position that I have is because of the program and because of Support for Sport. And we're currently actually hiring another part-time coach, so we're able to extend our support for sailing across the province because of the programs and of the money that's put into the grassroots programs, and being able to extend who's involved in sport and trying to get people out and experiencing sport.
I know that we can produce Olympic level athletes locally. Our sport has just exploded. The skills are far more technical than they've ever been. And it's just about getting information, traveling and learning and meeting new people and trying to stay informed and being able to relate that information to the younger generation.
There will be a lot of obstacles in your life, but there's always a way to overcome them. It makes them to such strong individuals, and you know, what we have or what we do, never take it for granted.